introvert about to answer some questions. You gotta look purty. Purty for the camera. Can you do that? Can you do that? You're cute. Here's your binky. Bloop. Oh yeah. As you can tell, she looks completely nothing like me because she looks like her father. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Chesska and this is my little one, Lucy. I figured I'd include her because who doesn't like babies? In this video, I'm going to do a get to know me Q&A. I set up a little that secret messaging thing, Sarah thing. I got quite a few hits, but you know, enough to make a video so you guys can ask questions about me. I didn't really want to go online and do the whole like searching for question things. Into the questions, let's go. How did I meet my husband? I met my husband, his name's Ethan. I met him in Okinawa through a mutual friend who he was deployed at the time, and I was keeping him company, and I was like, hey, can you find me a good guy? And that good guy ended up being my husband. The first thing I ever said to him, he said he was from Oklahoma. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting a country boy. This is gonna be great. He's gonna have an accent, everything. He's gonna be, and I was into tall guys, you know, and he comes up and Ethan's only 3 inches taller than me. And he comes up and he's like, hey, I'm Ethan. And the first thing I say is, where's your accent? And he's like, I don't have one. It's like, oh, but you're from Oklahoma. He's like, not everyone from Oklahoma has an accent. And I went off and did my thing that night. Ended up calling him at like 3 in the morning. And he's like, yeah, I caught her attention. And we talked ever since. 3 months after that, we were engaged and he deployed again. I waited faithfully for him. He came back and we got married, and that was 6 years ago. Next question. Why or how did you want to become a YouTuber and start making videos? I necessarily never really actually wanted to do videos. Technically, I kind of really want to be a makeup artist, to go around and do like bridal parties, all that shabam, shablob. Everyone else pushed me to do makeup videos, especially my sister-in-law had the guts to do it first, so I just said, hey, if she can do it and she's more terrified than me, then why can't I? So here I am with my rink-a-dink ring light and a camera we bought a couple years ago. Seems to be working out. I get quite a few views, not so many followers, but you know, in time. When did you first get into makeup? I got into makeup since I can remember. I think I might have been 4 or 5, and I got one of those crappy makeup art kit things, and I did the typical red lipstick, blue eyeshadow, and I was just hooked. It was, I don't know what it is. It's like my sister's good with a paintbrush. I'm good with a makeup brush. I love it. It's how, but for me, I really started getting into it in 2014. I bought my first real like prestige makeup palette. It was the Naked 2. It just came out and I was like really excited. I spent my birthday money on it and I absolutely hate that palette now. But it was the best at the time. I was so excited to have like a legit palette and start doing my makeup, and I just practiced and then my makeup collection got bigger and bigger and bigger, and you know, it just kept growing, and my passion for it just kept growing, and it still is. I have a ridiculous amount of makeup. It is far too expensive than I like to agree with, but you know, when drugstores come out with the color Ghost, I'll start buying from them. Who is my favorite makeup artist on YouTube? If you know me, it's a given. It is automatically Jaclyn Hill. I absolutely love her personality, but then again, a lot of people do and a lot of people don't. It's kind of like give or take relationship. I'll let you decide. I'm not going to talk too much about it. But my favorite like low-key YouTuber would have to be Taylor. She is a porcelain goddess. She is so white, and it just like, I like she's monotone, but not in like a boring way. It's just like she kind of just talks and gets to the point, and you know, I like it. I like what she talks about. I like the videos she does, and I also like that we have the same skin tone, so I can watch her and get suggestions. So that's why I really like her. I will link her down below. You can definitely go check her out. I think she's awesome. Could you show more eye colors with blues, but not so with so many, just basic? Although I absolutely love your stunning eye colors, I just don't wear that many. I absolutely can. I love colors. You just have to play with them a certain way, and I'll put it on my list of things to do. Do you like your name? Why or why not? I think it's beautiful. Makes me wonder if my mom wrote that question because she's like, I picked your name and it is so unique and beautiful. Why don't you just love it? I think the number one thing that bothers me about my name is just I can never get used to it being pronounced wrong. Is just one of the things that like irks me. Like there's not an I in my name. Like if you read like if you read my name, like actually read it, like spelled out, Chesska. There is no I in there, and people just automatically put it in there. It doesn't even like look closely spelled. Okay, I guess it kind of does. But there's no I, and people put it in there, and it just drives me nuts, especially if they're reading it. Like not just saying it. Like if I say it to you and you say it, like I understand the confusion because it sounds similar, but if you're reading it, where do you see the I? There's no I. Like as you can tell, I'm getting mad about it. It just drives me nuts. I am liking it now that I'm getting older, I guess. It's still frustrating introducing people, not like much of an outgoing person. But it's getting there. My name's unique. I have this name for a reason, and it's gonna stand out with anything I do. It's just everyone's gonna know Chesska. Why did you throw an electric nail file at your sister's face? Story time! We were kids, like middle school, and we were sitting at the table, and she was just spewing her hateful words, bull crap I can't even remember, and I was so mad, and instead of like actually punching her, my mom's like electric, like portable, like nail file was sitting on the kitchen table, and I picked it up and I chucked it at her face, and I don't regret it. How do you balance your life with 3 babies? You are freaking gorgeous, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. I'm very humble, and it never gets old hearing that I'm pretty, so thank you. Keep bringing them in. I'm fishing, always fishing for compliments. I organize babies. I truly believe, I think having my twins first made having her an absolute breeze. Like having twins first, I thought was going to be the death of me. But with her, everything's twice as easy, you know? It's like I don't have to do everything twice. And she's so self-content, and my girls, they always play with each other. They're always calm. They just like listen. I have amazing babies who sleep until 9. And they go to sleep at 2:30 and wake up at 5 for naps still. They're gonna be 4 on the 19th, and I couldn't be more proud to have them. We got this, Lucy. If you could be a professional makeup artist, would you? Why or why not? Absolutely, I would love to be in the makeup industry. I would also like to do special effects makeup, even though, like, if you know me in real life, I can't stand scary movies. They scare the shit out of me and give me nightmares. But creating something on the face, like I'm the one creating it, it looks creepy as hell. It's just, it doesn't scare me because I know I created it. So I really, really enjoy that. I really enjoy Halloween makeup, and I also love beauty makeup. I would love to get professional training in it. Right now I only do my friends for obviously nothing. If anything, they buy the makeup that they need for me to do it. But I would absolutely love to go to school to pursue being a professional makeup artist. I've always dreamt about doing it. It's just, what would be more fun than making somebody feel the most beautiful that they want to feel, but they just don't have the capability to do it. Just Sounds absolutely awesome to me. How do you choose the right shade of lipstick? Is liner necessary? How do you wear it without looking like a clown? Well, how do you look it without looking like a clown is practice. Is liner necessary in some lipsticks? There are, because some are more liquidy and do tend to run. It also depends on your skin. It's also like hit or miss. You have to trial to find what lipsticks bleed and what don't. And as for picking the right shade, makeup is an art form. Like, there's really technically no rules. If you wanted to wear a bright red lipstick with bright red eyeshadow, you know, no one's stopping you. You can make it look good if anybody can. As for me, most people stick to tones and colors that they find complement their skin tone. Others are more colorful and want that pop. I like either completely nude glossy lips or dark and bold because I'm very, 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 very pale. Okay. What's your experience with natural makeup? Do you have any natural makeup? Do I have natural makeup? Yes. I don't think that's kind of basic. Is the basics is natural makeup. Do I wear natural makeup? Every freaking day. You have, like, what you guys see, what I post is exactly what I want you to see. I want you to see me looking at my best. But every day, and realistically, I have 3 kids. I'll sleep in with them. I will wake up sometimes if I want to do makeup, but most of the time, every day for me is an eyebrow pencil, eyeliner, and mascara. That's what I do every day. Like, if I'm going to a doctor's appointment and don't want to look too homeless, you know, that's every day. What is your cleaning routine for your brushes? Before I had her, it was almost weekly, bi-weekly, like every other week. Or as of right now, it's kind of just when they start looking ridiculous. Not even gonna lie. But the key to makeup is if you think you have bad makeup, it's either the quality of the product is expired, your brushes are not the best quality, or your brushes aren't clean. So, and they're also acne causing, so if you don't clean your brushes often, they do cause you to receive more acne. And so please clean your brushes more often than anybody else do. It's always up to you. I clean my beauty blenders the most because I use them the most, and obviously they get dirty faster. But I usually clean every other week for my brushes since I don't go glam all the time. Do I have any tattoos? Funny you ask that. I get asked that all the time because apparently I just look like I have the personality of like I'm covered underneath my body with tattoos, but I am like the one person who will talk religiously about tattoos, is obsessed with tattoos, but has none. I plan on getting one. Maybe I'll film it, maybe I won't, who knows. I do have one design picked out. It's a pretty decent size. I figured I'm one of those persons though, like I can't get like a bunch of random tattoos, like it has to all coincide. Like if I always joke, like if I want to get something on my arm, I'm going ham and I'm getting either half or my whole arm done. It's ridiculous, hence why I don't have tattoos. I'm so picky, and the thought of it that is there forever terrifies me. Hence why I haven't picked out a tattoo, or have one, I mean, yet, because it's just, I feel like I'm so OCD in the fact that if it doesn't match, I can't wear it. If anything, I'll get a tattoo and it'll be black and white, and I have a spot picked out, but will I get it? Who knows? Stay tuned. Yeah. Apart from a romantic love, when did you last tell someone you love them? What do they mean to you? I randomly text my best friend if we haven't talked for a minute, because she's a mom too. I'll randomly text her, I love you, and she'll just say, oh, you're my best friend. Like she's my extrovert, I'm the introvert, so we are 2 pears in a pod, and I absolutely adore her. She means so much to me, but sadly we're heterosexual and both have husbands. Did you have a high school sweetheart? No. If you count Ethan, yes, because I met Ethan as soon as I turned 17, and I never really dated anybody in high school. I couldn't hang on the mentality. I'm not saying I'm the most mature person out there, but I couldn't hang on the mentality of dating someone my age. They're like, hey, you want to go on a date? And I'd be like, yeah, but okay, my dad's going to pick us up and take us to McDonald's, and then he'll pick us up and take you home. I'm like, no thanks. I couldn't do it. I also couldn't really date until I was 16. I didn't really see the point. Like, it's always like, was your dad gonna pick us up and we're gonna go do something? And I was like, it's just awkward. I just waited. The fact that I was kind of just ugly too until I was 16. And I just dated older guys. So, what is your biggest pet peeve? Well, if you're asking, I asked my husband, he said the shower curtain. It drives me absolutely nuts when someone leaves the shower curtain like open after they showered. All I can picture is mold particles like growing and making it all nasty, and it's just like, I don't know what it is, but it's always drove me nuts, and it still does to this day. If you, after you're done taking a shower, close the damn curtain. That's all I have to ask. Who is your favorite artist or band? I am like the first person to tell you and be honest, I'm not like ever been band crazy. I don't ever really follow artists like all the way. I do have a favorite. I'm usually a favorite song person, like whatever's my favorite song at the time, but I do have a couple favorite bands. Like Breaking Benjamin is probably one of my number one. Britney Spears is always like, Britney can do no wrong. I don't care who you are, Britney can do no wrong. And I guess for country, I would really enjoy Blake Shelton. I really enjoyed Taylor Swift and when she was country, but then she done left us for the pop world, and makes me angry, but I'm not gonna lie, her songs are catchy and I sing them, and I do own a couple. So, what is your most commonly used swear word? I would have to say all the way. I have a mouth of a sailor and my husband knows it. Who was your first crush and boyfriend? My first crush would have to be, I think it was in either kindergarten or first grade. I remember his last name being Green. Can't remember his first name, saved my life. Don't mind little Lucy in the background. But one day I went up to him and I said, hey, I want to tell you a secret, and I kissed him on the cheek and he punched me in the stomach. True story. My first boyfriend? I didn't really ever have a boyfriend until high school. I think I shortly dated a couple people, like a week or month or two in high school, and it was horrible, and I don't really care to remember. Have you ever dated two people at the same time? No, but one of my exes did. He dated me and another girl, and we found out about each other, and we have a long, ongoing 7-year friendship to this day. Do I have any phobias? Yes. Balloons. I don't know what it is about balloons. I'm not like deathly, like I can't even look at them. Like I'll get them for my kids' parties, but it'll be like those aluminum ones where you get helium in it and like they don't pop really. Like I'll get helium filled balloons, but I can't do the whole like blow it up yourself thing. Ugh. Like just like thinking about balloons makes my neck like cringe, because like the popping noise like gives me like the worst heart attack feeling ever. It's like when kids come in and they just want to hold a balloon and sit on the balloon, I'm just like wanting to die a little bit inside, because I'm like, get away from me before I cry. Do I have any bad habits? Yes. I have the worst habit of starting something and never finishing. Like everything in my life I have started but never finished. I think the only thing I've ever finished fully in my life was pregnancy, because there's no backing out of that one really. So I mean, I'm married, I'm still committed to him, so that's an ongoing achievement, but everything else just seems like, I don't know what it is. It's just like it has to be a personality thing. I really have to push if I want something, because just something else in me, don't mind talking Miss Lucy over there, something in me just never wants to finish. Like I don't feel like I'm good enough, so I'm like, why continue? So I'm working on it. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? That he's not worth it. Ladies out there, listen, if you are young and in high school or school, he's not worth it. If he's doing something to your brain, something to your confidence, or something to your heart, he's not worth it. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, share. Thank you for joining me and Lucy. Remember, I live to serve you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Lucy, 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 Lucy. Hi. Lucy, 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 Lucy.